report come out of the forecast this afternoon. Not widespread, but as a localized deal. Now, that was a live look in Worcester. Worcester right now covered by green on our radar, which is indicating the lighter showers towards Northbridge, some moderate rain near Norwood, some moderate rain as well. So we're basically covered in showers. Nobody's getting through this day dry. We've got our soaker in place already. Woburn up to Danvers. You can see some moderate rain. As I said, the Norwood and the Needham area as well. But in general, in the Boston area and Metro West today, we're just going to go with expanding showers. It's pretty light still at 9 a.m. By noon, we're in a weather alert. It gets heavier and it stays heavier at times through the afternoon. So we do have flooding concerns for today. I wanted to break down our main weather alerts, which are the heavy rain and localized flooding. But late this afternoon, there's the small chance for a waterspout near the Cape or the Islands, and we're going to have to watch that one as well. And I'll be back with an hour-by-hour look at Futurecast. I'm not going to lie, I have a pumpkin coffee to get me through the morning, today, because it is going to be a busy weather day, and you can see that we've got a lot of rain down the line, and a lot of this is set to move through for us today. So it is going to be a soaker as we go through your Monday. Right now, it's light, it's patchy, it's low impact. I really don't see any big headaches for the drive into work this morning. It's 62 in Worcester, it's 64 in Boston, it's 67 in Sandwich. We've had barely any rain in Boston and the Cape and the Islands. These are very light echoes that I have in place. But I do want you to get ready with the raincoat even this morning, because you are going to encounter some drizzly or some soggy areas between now and say 8 a.m. Noontime comes along and it's a heavier rain that's moving in. So our weather alert is really focused from 11 a.m. and beyond with those heaviest showers in place, and that will include the evening commute. So we've got heavy rain. We've got the potential for some more localized flooding as well, especially across eastern Massachusetts. And I'll be back with the hour-by-hour timeline. Rain already in place this morning. We've got a light to moderate rain to get you into work and school. Not a very pretty start to the day, and the rain gets even more intense for the afternoon, and we'll be on a weather alert because of that. We are on a weather alert because of the rain that we have in place. So far, it's been about 0.05 of an inch of rain locally, but out in western New England, we've had over a 1/4 inch of rain, and it's just going to keep coming today. So the rainfall potential, I think we're looking at a widespread inch of rain, but some spots going over 2. I mean, there could be 2 to 4 inches in some communities, and the areas that end up with the highest totals have the best chance, unfortunately, to see some flooding for today. We've also got this area of low pressure that's going to track over or close to the Cape and the Islands late this afternoon and this evening. And with that, we've got a little bit of a spin in the air that we're watching. It looks like our main concern today is just going to be plain old rain for the morning commute. And you'll see once we head into the afternoon, this is noontime today, that we've got a lot more yellow, orange, and red popping on the map, and it really focuses across eastern Massachusetts this afternoon. So for the evening commute right here at 5 p.m., no doubt Chief Meteorologist Kevin Lemanowitz is going to be working really hard for you to hone in on any kind of flooding reports, any kind of flood warnings that we may have. And of course, we're always extra concerned when that highest potential for heavy rain and flooding correlates with a commute, and this does unfortunately line up with that evening commute. Notice we get some improvements as we head into the late evening, but between about 5 and 9 p.m. is when that circulation passes close to the Cape and the Islands. There's the small chance for a waterspout out that way, but again, I'd say the bigger overwhelming concern is going to be the potential for heavy rain that exists this afternoon. So here we have temperatures in the 60s, all day 60s. Where we have the purples and the reds on the map, that's where we have the best chance for some locally very heavy rain and some flooding. Notice that the flooding potential is not as high in Worcester or Leominster. This is still over an inch of rain in the forecast for you. This could still lead to some localized issues. It's just that along 495 and eastward is where it looks like we're going to get the heaviest rain and that best potential, including Boston and Metro West, for some heavier times of rain and for some flooding. Now, this evening, we've got rain and fog, and then showers really ease up after midnight. Tomorrow, we've got breezy sunshine with highs in the mid-70s. It's a lovely stretch after today, and temperatures kind of hang out there in the low 70s. We'll see sunshine day after day, which is great. I think we could all use a little bit of a break from the
flood watch, Shiri.
Yeah, so the flood watch is going to be in effect here starting at 11 a.m. For eastern Massachusetts, for Rhode Island, for a good chunk of New Hampshire as well. And one of the reasons we have this is because of all the heavy rain that we had last week. So it just makes us more likely and more susceptible to flooding. The rainfall forecast is a widespread inch of rain. Some spots could go as high as 2 to 4 inches. I'll be back with a look at the timeline.
Linda, I'm Ray Vieta.
I'm Elizabeth Hopkins. We have got a soggy start to the week. We've seen some of our live shots, Kelly and Julianne. They've been in the rain. Yeah.
Yeah, all day umbrella. And not just breakfast, not just lunch, not just dinner. It's like
All the way through.
all day rain. All right, so right now we've got a lot of rain that's actually streaming up from the mid-Atlantic states into New England. So we've got a lot of rain supply coming in from down the line. We've got current conditions very soggy and wet in Worcester at 61. Notice Worcester is in the green, and that would be some lighter rain out there, but where we get into the yellows, it's more of a moderate rain through Watertown and Milton, Walpole and Millis. We've got some steadier rain now arriving on the Cape as well, out towards the Dennis area. So it's going to be soggy no matter where you are this morning, and it might slow down your morning drive into work just by a tiny bit this morning. I actually don't think it's necessarily weather alert worthy conditions outside now, but it is inconvenient. Once we get to noon and beyond, the rain does pick up and it looks a lot heavier during the afternoon and the evening commute. And because of that, we're concerned for some heavy rain and some flooding. And that's something that you're going to have to mind as well as you navigate the roads throughout the afternoon.